Since this is no beginner level course, you are probably aware with how the Laravel router works. Nonetheless, here's a quick refresher. If we compare sending an HTTP request to sending a letter, then in the case of sending a letter, we, for example, want to send this letter to our grandma and not to her neighbor. Now, in order to make sure that the letter actually reaches her and not her neighbor, we put an address on this letter. Now it's the job of the postal service to figure out where this address actually is and to correctly send this letter to our grandma. In Laravel, it works pretty much the same. Now, of course, we're not sending a letter but an HTTP request, but still we put an address on this request, the URL we are targeting. Now it's the job of Laravel's router to figure out that we want, in this case, for example, to reach the post controller and not the comment controller. Now, how does the Laravel router know which address maps to which post controller or to which action there? It has no built-in address book. And it couldn't because, well, each app differs from the other apps, right? We create this address book for the Laravel. We do this by setting up our routes in a specific file. In the routes.php file, which is automatically created in our brand new Laravel installation. In this file, we register all our routes using the route facade, and then by using methods which correspond with the HTTP methods for these routes. For example, post here, but this could of course also be get or patch, whichever HTTP method we want to use. The first argument of this method then is the path of this route. And this is appended to our domain, which together with it forms the URL we have to target, for example in the browser, to reach this route. The second parameter of this method is an array which configures this route. For example, and very important, we may configure which controller and there which action should actually handle the requests reaching this route. We may also specify a name for this route with the as keyword or assign some middleware which applies to this route.